Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Saturday afternoon. Today we're going to start off with our usual Golden Saucer stuff, and then we're going to continue and hopefully finish 6.2. I want to get through 6.2 because I really wanted to finish it last weekend, but then I didn't, so let's do it this weekend. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull up Kaya's graphic and see what ridiculous outfit we're making this week. Okay, this week is a little weird, but I have the Field Commander's helm because I've been having fun with PvP. So I have the Field Commander's helm, which I doubt I can dye, so I probably can't get the Soot Black dye bonus. But if I dye my chest piece and my boots Soot Black, I should have 80 points. Either way, let's go ahead and try that and see if that'll be enough for 80 points. Now, I purposely put myself over by the Calamity Salvager so that I could go ahead and just buy the helm back really quickly. Now to figure out which section I can actually buy it from. I assume it's achievement. Except there's no achievement section. It's not quest rewards, not item reclaim. Yeah, not that. Quest? Ah, there we go. Achievement rewards 1, probably. Nope. Oh yeah, I got this. I finished off the Maelstrom GC delivery quests, so I got this and the other one. Yeah, not that one. Let's try this one. There it is. Field Commander's helm. This is not dyeable. Well, there's no dot on the side corner of it, so no, you can't dye it. Okay. And I can't dye this chest piece, and I can't dye these boots. I can't dye indicators, right? No. Oh, I can. What? Hold on. Oh, right, duh, the dye's right there. Obviously, I can dye my glam. Okay, so we'll just dye this. Let me pull out 2 Soot Black dyes. Okay, so hopefully the chest and if I dye the chest and the boots, I think, yes, that should be enough to get the bonus because you can't dye this. Yeah. Okay, let's go over to Golden Saucer and see if we can do it. But of course, first we're going to check the mini cactbot tickets, see if we can get some easy, quick MGP. I still have a clip on my channel that's really old of me getting 3 jackpots. I doubt. Nope, not this time. What about this one? Oh, we got a 1-2. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, not today. What about this one? Okay, we can't get 1, 2, 3, but maybe we can get 7, 8, 9? Nope, we got 7 and 9, but no 3. Or no 8. Alright, let's head on over to the fashion report and get that done real quick before the gate comes up. Okay, make sure to put on the helmet. And I'll just dye the chest for now. That's not what I wanted. Alright, let's see if this will be enough. It might be off by 2 or 3, but if it's off by 2, no, if it's off by 1, then we can dye the boots and it should be fine. Of course, I can't even see the helmet. Oh, the black sweater doesn't look too bad. I need to turn this off before I forget. Nice, easy 80 points. Yeah, so you need an exact item and a dye, and that's usually enough. All right, let's fix my. Let's put my warrior. Let's take off this helmet. Just get rid of it. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, fix this. Oh, okay, that completely dyed it. That's fine, whatever. I'll deal with it later. Let's switch back to Warrior, and now we should head over for this... Head over and do Cliffhanger real quick. Yeah, that should be really quick. See if I can speedrun it. Well, actually, I just used my sprint, so... Can't really, speedrun it. Oh man, I thought I was gonna... Oh cool, I did do it. I was trying to make it so the bomb would push me forward. Although the stun probably ended up making me lose time anyway. Oops. Ah, I knew that would hit me. Okay, now we're good. There we go. That takes... Oh no, we're gonna do... Let's do some MGP logs at the minigames to get an extra, like, 2,500. And then we'll head on over and do MSQ. I like to do it at the... Out on a Limb. Just gotta win 3 games. One more should do it. There we go. Come on, quit lagging. Okay, 2 more games. Not there. Nope, getting close. Probably a little bit farther, right there. Yeah, that's pretty close. Almost got it. One more to go. Oops. I like to choose the easy one, the slow one, so that it's easier. No, I mean, you could just do that. Let's double down. Oh, that's close. Okay, yeah, this is a bit before that. That's a bit too far, but we made it. Oh, right, that wraps that up. It's extra 2,500 MGP. Let's head on out and continue 6.2 MSQ. I don't know how to get back to the castle, so let me figure that out real quick. Ilsabard. Oh, right, it was from there. Okay. Now, there's no, like, Aetheryte for me to teleport to directly, right? No, it's just from Thavner. Okay, let's just teleport to Yedlamon and head on over there. And let me update the stream text. Nope, not that. And make it a bit smaller. That's probably better. Now let's fly on over there. I will do the Arcus Adar quest that's on the map here. Probably do that tomorrow, but I need to figure out what else we're gonna do. Oh yeah, the Veteran Radiant. That's right, that's how we got here last time. And then we gotta head over to... Yeah, Passage to Troya. That's how we did this. That's right, obviously we went through the portal. Last time we went through the portal and came out at a castle. Ended up vibing to Final Fantasy IV boss music, and then we end up meeting Zero. And now Zero seems to form all relationships based off of deals, which makes sense since she's technically a void scent. And we've been able to learn quite a bit from her. And the other... Yeah, we learned that she can, like, turn... She can turn void scent into crystals. And if we don't turn them into crystals, they end up just coming right back to life. Because in the Dark World, in the similar way to Light, everything was overflowing with light. In Dark World, things, like, literally can't die. Which is a little bit odd, but it also kind of makes sense. Yeah, we'll see. And we also saw that, the big bad guy, I forgot his name. I don't know if they actually said his name or not. But he recruited 4 Void Scent and gave them part of Ashdaya's Aether. And we ended up killing one of them last time. And I thought one of them looked like Mormo from the Thaumaturge questline. But maybe they're just reusing the model. Interesting to see if it actually is Mormo, or if like all of these Void Scent are ones that we've like seen in the past, or all 4 of them. So it makes sense that he would choose some of the strong, most terrible Void Scent to be in his army. Again, I forgot his name, if they even said it. Man, this is a bit of a long trek, but here we are. Go ahead and talk to everyone, and then we'll talk to Estinian. From Memoir, yeah, Golbez, that was his name. From Memoria to Golbez and his archfiends, we have more questions now than answers, but that is a sign that we are making progress. There is nothing like the aether of a living mortal. I haven't felt so satisfied since my return. If Golbez has Ashdaya at his mercy, then we must find him. Hopefully Zero has knowledge that will aid us in our search. Groping in the dark. Estinian looks at you with his piercing gaze. Oh, please continue, Estinian. I'm all here for it. Brilliant. You've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought a Void Scent here. Yeah, technically we did in the World of Darkness. But clearly, you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I was in a bit of a rush and didn't have time to wait around and see. Well, that's not an understatement. From what I know of your foray, I can hardly blame you. Perhaps they returned after you left, but if they didn't, there must be a reason why. I mean, it's a roulette, so they're gonna keep on coming back to life, right? There are circumstances in which we're unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow. But in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the soul you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct Void Scent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yes, despite his greater strength, I cannot going to pronounce that. S managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? No, not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I can bind the aether of the soul and crystal. Also, this music's really loud. Like for the normal background music. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. I am told that heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stones, called Arcite. Are they and Memoria one and the same? Arcite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast, and perhaps Memoria had different names elsewhere, but it does sound quite similar. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Don't you, Stola? Zero. I wish to ask about you and the man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us about him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again. Let us entrust the task to Brilliant, of course. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. Right, Vitra? That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Golbez in my stead? On the terraces to begin with, perhaps. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Well, guess I gotta do all the work like usual. Oh, forgot to start my recording. There we go. Do you want to talk to everyone again? S2 appeared surprised by Zero's power. As she says, it must be a lost art. This makes her invaluable to our cause, far more than someone who can simply communicate. So this echo of yours, you can see into the past. Interesting. These memories may as well be all the remains of it, though. Everything and everyone was warped by darkness. However storied it may appear, this castle is simply the product of its mistress's mind. Interesting. I know what it feels like to have my essence blended with that of another. Yet tumultuous though it was only one worm's soul. To be bound to scores of others over thousands of years sounds horrible. According to your vision, Golbez recruited his companion, his champions, and raised an army by offering a dragon's aether in exchange. Whatever his crusade, tis consign. I don't know how to say this word, I always read it, but I never actually say it. To use a dragon's life force as fodder, you will answer for his deeds. Right, Varshan, that's why I'm doing all the work, right? Okay, so we gotta head out here? Yeah, we gotta head up to the terraces, that's right. Okay, let's mount up. I gotta remember that we can mount here. Fearful Voidsent. Start with him. Aren't these the ones that we talked to before? So the clever one hadn't been eaten. If no one wants it, then perhaps... You better not eat her. Golbez? Of course I know of him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those who they deem useless, those who can't fight. If you don't want to be eaten, then you had better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. It seems the archfiends keep only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. Well, that sounds about right. Forlorn void scent. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return, that I may bask in her gaze again. Do you know about Golbez? Golbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. It seems the archfiends have been attacking other domains. Their fearful reputation precedes them. Okay, let's see the third one, right? Yeah. Over here? Yeah, watchful void scent. Ugh, the tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. You know anything about Golbez? Golbez! I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees him. With his army of minions, Golbez would seldom have need to act personally. It will not be easy to reach him. Oh, let's head on back. I guess we learned a little bit about Golbez. He's the commander, except we kind of could have guessed that. Either way, let's head back and tell them what we found. Make sure to remember to mount up. Hey guys, didn't really learn much. Welcome back, Brilliant. Were you able to learn aught of value? Well, a little bit. So Countless Void Scent answered to the Archfiends, who in turn answered to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. S's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the Archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. Zero, I would ask a favor of you. I am determined to save my sister Ajdaya. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the way of my world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is it less of a request and more of a threat? If I refuse, you will force me to serve. If you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you must desire something. Name it. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That is why I didn't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our request. The payment needed be but to your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in ether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you know how we can get off this isle? I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Oh, I've got plenty of mounts. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with Aether. Excellent. Let us go and find our mount at once. Nope, there's still something watching. Not good. Lord Gobez must hear of this. Oh, let's head back up to the terrace. Such thrilling gameplay. Okay, yeah, we'll head on up there. This is a cool place, but it doesn't really seem like we get to explore it very much. Looks like they just designed the dungeon and then they just wanted to reuse it. But then again, this is a small area. Considering there's like nothing here, it kind of makes sense that there really isn't much here. Anyway, let's talk to everyone and then talk to Zero. Not all Voidsent could fly. It stands to reason that some would be made to serve as mounts. Were I here in my true form, I would carry you all. But even were it possible to be so enlarged the gate, the risk would be too great. Zero will best to know how to handle the creatures. Let us watch and learn. Okay, teach us, Zero. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little ether should suffice. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. It's gonna be a voiced cutscene.
There it is.
Yeah, just gotta bait it, and then we can grab it. We don't actually have to give it the ether. Oh, that's a bit bigger than I expected.
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Why is it playing this track? What's this place gonna be?
What is this place?
That's what I was asking.
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs?
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's enticing you here? Let me have some, let me have some!
Huh? What's she doing?
Not fair. I don't want to be.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
What about that little munchkin thing there? Is it gonna tell me I have no life left to live? The longer one lives, the more one yearns for peace. I understand why some would sequester themselves here. 'Tis quite a gathering of voidsent. I pray one of them has the knowledge we seek. 'Tis said that a person's domain is a reflection of what abides in their heart. If true, this place may offer a glimpse into Zero's past. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing ether were to walk by, I cannot guarantee they wouldn't pounce. And if they want to end up dead, they better hold back. It is a voidsent's nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of ether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Interesting. Okay, let's see if the others have something else to say. Yeah, we saw that. Had a gathering. And yeah, said the same thing. Okay, let's talk to Zero and continue on. Nowhere to run. Having given you due warning, Zero would leave you to your own devices. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the voidsent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourself. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. Okay, sounds good to me. You're going too, of course. In which case, I shall accompany you. I wish only to observe. Don't expect me to help. Zero's now accompanying you? Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Oh, you gotta talk to her. Talk to her again. Ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide with whom you speak. Yeah, Zero's accompanying you? Okay. Looks like let's go inside first to get the speech bubble. I call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. While physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's ether, you cannot preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another's soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters your inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate. Visualize who I am, in a place all my own. Interesting. Can I mount up? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's go ahead and move left to right. Empty-eyed void scent. To walk around with her like that, you're her minion then. You know I don't take minions. She has some questions and I want you to answer them. Gomez, I don't know that one. Only Scathfetch. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Sakrat. Scathfetch was a powerful void scent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Okay, let's move to the middle one. Actually, let's do the speech bubble and talk to the waiting void scent first. This is the heart of my domain. Normally, it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall this statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. I mean, it looks like a heroic warrior or something. Whose likeness is this, you ask? The hero who will save the world. I'm waiting for the day he comes. Or was it she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting, or why I even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know when I meet him, or her. I'll just have to keep waiting. Okay, waiting void scent. You keep waiting. I'll talk to this hungry void scent instead.
Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away.
You know anything about Golbez?
Golbez. I've heard that name before. And I remember always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what it is, but it sounds delicious.
A crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this?
Farfurlo. He was a minion of another minion, went on and on about the terrible things he saw.
I see. Perhaps Farfurlo can tell us more. Oh, let's check this third one, and maybe we can check out the Farfurlo person. Amiable void scent.
You're one of the mortals, is it true? When you die over there, you really die?
Yep.
So it is. What brings you here then? Ah yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all.
Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? Ah, but let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. Oh, yeah, let's head back to the plaza like they said to do. It seems the rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfurlo once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. Ah, I suppose I should explain. Farfurlo is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Sir Otto.
He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat, and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Then I'll come with you. He's likely to hide that way. He's less likely to hide that way. Okay, let's turn off auto advance so that I don't miss this if it's not voiced. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Oh, one of them is extinguished. Used to be, all four of those used to be lit up.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione.
Scarmalione, okay.
I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. If the very notion wasn't absurd! Drifting our gone, drowned in darkness. As what we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer.
Maybe they set their phone on silent.
Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Galvez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
In exchange,
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
that's a bit much.
The insolence. Know your place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
You look more like a cross to me, but I guess this is their
Go
phone.
and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
Well, that was interesting. Talk to Zero again. Farfarello keeps to the fringe of my domain. This way. Oh, I guess we'll just do a speech bubble first. The void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please. But all must answer to the hunger, and seek out prey when they need ether. Except for Farfarello and Ciataro, and Sir Iato. That is, they're content to take from one another, barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Sir Otto will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. Okay, let's keep going. I'd like to Varshan here first. I didn't see Estinian or Y'shtola. 'Twas in order to strike down the cloud of darkness that my sister crossed over into the void. What befell her after she vanished into the great gate? How did she become Golbez's captive? These things and more I hope to learn. Okay, well, you're probably not going to learn from that guy. He doesn't even have a mouth. Oh, come on. Getting stuck in here. Okay, let's see if we can find Farfarello. Oh, well, that's not Farfarello. Didn't she literally just say that Siataro will just fly and then we won't be able to find him? Oh, whatever will I do? Siataro, this is rather unexpected. Where is Farfarello? Ooh. Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, all right. What more do you want me to say? And off he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Siatro's... Oh, Siatro's? Yeah, whatever. He seemed frightened. Perhaps someone had threatened him. I don't think he was telling the truth. Yeah, well, that's kind of obvious. So you think so too? As he says, Farfarello is gone, but that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Sir Otto, who is clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee, but instead hid here, where Farfarello usually... No. We must go after Sir Otto now. Okay. So I'm guessing that Farfarello, for some reason, told Sir Otto to tell us this, and they both are trying to cover something up. I'm so hungry I might die, but I can't. Not while someone's near. You're not devouring my ether here, you hear me? You're not devouring my ether! Okay, I wasn't going to. Okay, Sir Otto, tell me what you know. Sir Otto, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. And he's gone. The wind rises? What is he talking about? After him. Okay. Are we headed down? Oh, okay. This way? That's a wall. I guess I can go all the way around then. I guess I might be able to cut through here. Nope. What's the weather here? Vosity. Oh, yeah, there he is. What's gotten into you? What do you mean the wind rises? When the wind rises, she comes. Barbarica. Barbarica? When the world is that? We must flee, all of us. There is no time. Okay, that must be the void descent, the wind void descent. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because the wind rises. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's dead end beyond. We'll corner him. Okay. Sounds good to me. Maybe we can get some good answers out of him. But, mount up. Okay, Sir Otto.
got you cornered. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you. Barbarica, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here. I see. That explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an Archfiend, not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You, who now speaks as though you were Barbarica's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? And that's why he was standing there. Okay. Indeed. That would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that a way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? And not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange. As if there was more than you As if there is more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. Most likely, it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it. Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbarica more than anything, hated the endless fighting. So he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Where this is a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here, no escape. All know this. In making this choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now, that desperation has joined with Sir Otto's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello, but there's nowhere to go. Nowhere! Then tell me about Barbarica. I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds. No one! Why the cut there? Okay, it switched over to voice.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you
what's
should go
new?
and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
Getting a little bit of a look into Zero there. Just without a quick comment at the end. Yeah, so there's this Barba character that's here to kill
One of
us.
the Archfiend's approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Oh, I've seen this model. Okay. That's why I recognize the name.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Of Ricci. Okay. Right, they're all
Mind your manners,
Italian.
mortal. My name is not to be spoken save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Wait, they said if we kill her, then all the stuff will be released? All the ones that she consumed will be released? Or something like that?
Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
I don't think you will.
Is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine.
Fine by me.
If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain.
Okay, and then this will be the
You may
trial
flee
that I
instead
saw.
if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
Yeah, I saw there was a trial coming up, and this is actually this will work out well.
What's the plan then?
Go kill her. Go after Barbaricia. What else? If we go, we'd be playing into their hands. Oh yeah, I mean, why do we need a plan? Just go kill her. That's what we usually do.
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
I mean, you got me.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment.
Excuse me?
Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish.
Varshan.
And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbariccia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
So am I able to do this with NPCs? I mean, that seems like that's how they're setting it up. Okay, I guess we gotta do just a little bit more. Yeah, we gotta do this and then it'll unlock the trial. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll probably take a quick break. What little I learned in your absence did not pertain to the Archfiends. That discussion can wait until after we've tended to Barbariccia. Just you wait, Barbariccia. I will have my answers from you yet. I have no intention of demanding anyone's ether until afterwards. Weakening you now will only reduce my chance of getting paid. Well, good thing she realizes that. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet, my heart weighs heavy for those Barbariccia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? No. For what? Barbariccia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. This is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Okay, let's grab the, let's see, I'll probably do skills speed, because I like because I need that for warrior more. Yeah, let's talk to Estinian first. Scarmleone, I think that's how you say it. Scarmleone possessed the power of regeneration. Let us see what Barbariccia can do with her winds. Let's talk to Zero, accept this quest, and then we'll take a quick break. The wind rises. Zero has word of warning before you go face Barbariccia. A word of warning. Barbariccia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. Oh, right. This isn't going to be with NPCs because we need 8 people. Anyway, let's continue. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the memoria will suffice. Well, that's good to hear. I can't wield the power at will. I'll try, but I make no guarantees. It's kind of an inconvenient power, to be honest. You do that, and if you fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Ashdaya. If another archfiend were to fall, Gomez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmleone taught us aught, 'tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisroch. To transform a void scent into memoria, we must first drain them of their ether. To wit, we must wound them gravely. Okay, let's board the Nisroch then. Head on over to Barbariccia's domain. Ah, yes, the Insect Queen.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
Oh, we know Estinian. And we're just gonna be standing there. Yeah.
Leave these ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
Need a custom face model for her. Looks a bit different than all the other faces they've made. Or a lot of the other faces they made. Oh, okay, I'm gonna summon... Yeah. The usual. Summon warriors from beyond the rift. This is a cool song. Is it another remix? Storm's Crowned, now accessible. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick break. And then I'll go ahead and see if I can get some people to join me for this, and then we'll queue on up. So it's time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me go ahead and try and get some people for this. Let's see, this is Storm's Crown. Should be right here, yes. So it looks like no one's available right now. Let's go ahead and hit join, see if I get in queue. I'll ask again if it takes a minute. Test average wait time 10 minutes. Yeah. I'll ask again in a minute. This is why I do stuff with NPCs. Because you can just completely skip this and you don't have to worry about getting people to do it with you. I remember seeing this boss's model around, but obviously I didn't pay attention to any of the patch content because I was still in Shadowbringer / Endwalker. So I didn't really, I purposely don't look at the stuff as much as possible. But I still see stuff, like I had seen Vanaz's model, I had seen this person's model, and I'd heard Golbez's name, and I'd seen Zero's model. But like, I purposely don't look stuff up for this. So that I can try and see it for the first time, and I think I enjoyed this stuff a lot more than if I was spoiled on everything. Because like, I was spoiled on some stuff for Shadowbringers and Endwalker. And yet I still really enjoyed it. Hey, let me go ahead and try asking everyone again, and just I'll wait another 10 seconds. I posted on Twitter that I was going to experiment with putting 3 videos up on YouTube instead of the normal 2 that I've been doing, but it's really difficult for me to figure out a pattern to do for that, because previously I was just doing 1 extra content, 1 MSQ, but now I have 2 things running, but I need to fill in 3 videos. It works for next week because next week it has Vanaspati in it, and I like to also make a separate video for any of the trials or dungeons that I do. So Vanaspati is going to get its own video along with the MSQ video that has it in it. Which kind of seems like double dipping, but at the same time, I know that there are people that just want to see the dungeon. And that's why I make those videos, the extra trial and dungeon videos. Anyway, let me go ahead and ask again. Oh, of course they do, of course. I spam macro right after I do it. I really should block out chat now that there's actually like stuff in chat. Because before there usually wasn't stuff. I'm gonna look up this song and see if it's a remix. Let's see. So Storm's Crown. Did anyone respond? No. Make sure not to actually read any of the instructions. Yeah, whatever. I'm glad that I do this as a tank, though, instead of DPS, because DPS queues can get really bad. Which is the reason that I do MSQ. I usually do MSQ, like the ones that actually give XP, on DPS. And then whenever I need to do like dungeons or trials, I do them as a tank. Oh, I finally finished my Dark Knight anima weapon that I've just been sitting on forever because I needed to do the light grind. Then one night this week, I think, I'm just like, okay, let's just see if there's a party up. And there was, so I just joined it and got that done. And now I got to the anima grind for my summoner weapon, which I'll do eventually. I would like to, at some point, maybe do all of the anima weapons, because for the most part, it's just tome grinds, and then the rest of it's really easy. Like, even, the only thing that's a little annoying is doing the anima farming. But even then, it's not that bad. It takes literally like 30 minutes doing the Alexander Savage fight. I think it's like A9S. Both times that I've done it, I've just joined a party finder instance, so I didn't actually have to think about which one it is. Now we got one healer and one tank. Hopefully this won't take too much longer. This trial is a little bit past the halfway point for this section. Hopefully the next parts won't be too... There's 3 more quests after this. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Probably another hour, or maybe hour and a half. But I really want to finish 6.2 today. I'm gonna ask again in chat. No, I'm just gonna wait out the 10 minutes. We've only got another minute to go. Hopefully it won't be too much more than 10 minutes. Actually, yeah, I'll just ask again. Maybe it'll be like instant queue. Okay, we're on. Okay, we got 2 people. Let's get anyone else one more time. Actually, spell it right. My typing's been really bad recently. Need to practice a bit again. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Okay, let me make sure everyone's... Okay, cool, we got 2 healers. Let me do a ready check. Cool. This should be like instant queue. Yep. Alright, let's get started with Storm's Crown.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Okay.
Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation.
Anticipation.
On your guard.
Okay, probably shouldn't stand over there. Ah, okay, that's interesting. I can see, I saw somebody say it'd be a really hectic phase 2. Okay, so they're all standing over here. Ah, okay. Okay, I need exactly 2 people. Where's the other tank? Okay, they're over here. Okay. Go ahead and shirk that off. I tried to shirk it, but they didn't.
How about you?
Okay, so that's gonna be around. So, oh, we need to go inside. Okay, I get it. Figured it out just in time. Okay, here red is gonna be the same thing as before. That'll be the conal, so I need to move it to the side over here. Yep, I got it. Let's shake this one off.
My locks are as the wind.
Okay, so we got pulled in. We got 2 in each. And what, we gotta move out? Oh no, I got it right by accident. Move to the left slightly. Okay, then we move to the stack. Okay, we gotta do this again. No, this is Savage Barbary. This is gonna be a different one.
Try this.
Oh, right. That's right. Black Mage got wrecked. Okay, now this is the one with the cone. Move her back to the center. Avoid arrow is raid wide. I don't have anything to help with that right now. Oh, where's the other tank? There he is. Trying to move him back. Move her back.
A fair wind blows.
Gonna get pulled inside. I have to dodge him again.
You feel it too, do you not?
Okay, so we actually need to stand on each other for that to avoid it better. And more efficiently.
You've done well to last this long.
What's curling iron gonna be?
But the battle has only just begun.
Yeah, okay, it's done. And we get to phase 2. Oh, come on. Oh, no, yeah, this is not interesting. I like the short hair. Not a fan of the hulking muscles, though.
I'll slaughter you all.
Oh, I should have shaken off that.
Dodge this if you can.
Ooh, yeah, I can see how this is gonna get hectic. Is it gonna come back the same way? Okay. Oh man, that's gonna be annoying. This is hectic, but perfectly doable. Oops, I walked right into that.
Don't underestimate me.
I'm trying to leave enough room so that I didn't drop it right on the healer there.
Feel my fury! Know your place.
I'm gonna get pulled in again. Oops. I forgot to use mitigation there.
You can't escape the storm. I'll break your every bone.
They're gonna knock us back. Oh, that's why I used arm's length. Yeah, this is quite hectic, but it's not. It's like the same kind of level as Tower of Zod, but not as bad.
Be gone from my sight! The insolence! Dodge this if you can! I'll make it quick.
This is quite chaotic. Oops, I almost dropped it right on the black mage there. Okay, this will get it away from them.
Don't underestimate me.
Okay, we should probably get DPS can go ahead and LB. There we go.
Know your place.
Of course, we're gonna get pulled in there. It's arm's length, so I don't have to think about it. There we go. Oh, it was a bit chaotic. Wasn't too hard.
I will not be denied.
Oh, we just did. Let's see, both of them died. They didn't LB. Okay, let's go and wrap things up. Got 2 comms for that, probably from them.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet.
Sure, Barbara.
You're finished.
Damn it all!
No convenient migraine?
I see you've bested Barbaricia.
Yeah, Barbara
Well
was a
done.
bit chaotic. But we beat her.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
I mean, I can't really command the echo.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my
Huh? Well, this is a twist I didn't expect. Then again, I know that she somehow comes to the source, but...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
In her present state, Zero is easy prey for other Void Scent. We must be on our guard. Zero hasn't so much as stirred. Such power she must have expended. Oh, I forgot to check on Zero, although it's probably going to be another ... Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate, being part of Void Scent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Okay. Even those part of Void Scent require rest, I imagine, and her own abode seems as good a place as any. Unlike the source, however, there is scant ambient ether for her to draw upon here. Though so slow as to be nearly imperceptible, Zero's chest rises and falls in steady rhythm. Excuse me, why are you looking at her chest? Return from the void. Concern is writ upon Varshan's face. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the aether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she could be guaranteed all she requires, except she's a void scent? And that's gonna cause problems for multiple reasons? Whatever. We'll just go with it. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. That's right, we can't really stay here that long. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Brilliant. I ask you to hold on to Barbara's memoria. It may yet serve a purpose. I'm gonna start calling her Barbara. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbara. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbara's minion. Why not go and find the newcomer? So we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Brillian? The plot will not continue if you do not do everything for us. With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. Okay. I mean, nothing gets done unless I do it. I mean, Estinian kind of gets some stuff done, but that's pretty much about it. When the leader falls, the minions pledge themselves to the enemy. There's no loyalty, only survival. Yeah. Worry not, we will keep an eye on Zero. Go and meet this newcomer. Okay. Let's go check out who or what it is. Deserter Void Scent. This appears to be the newcomer. You're the one who failed Barbara. I won't make trouble. I'll obey. So please, let me stay. If you would obey, then tell us all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain. Wherever it is, none but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location a secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters? Staffs? Whatever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I am satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. Okay. Let's head back into Zero's room and head back to the source, I guess. Is this gonna be the same? Well, I'm sure Nobdeen has matters under control. I can't help but to worry. Let us not keep them waiting. Vitra has told all. Golbez goes to the great lengths indeed to conceal his whereabouts. I trust you understand. Once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Sure. I mean, there's not really much else we can do here except, like, look around. Back to Troya, then, and thence home. Don't forget the hat, Estinian. It's important. Just gonna pop on out. Well, just walk out all cool.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
Oh, you thank me. I'm the one who killed everything.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
Doesn't look like it, judging by the fact there's no corpses.
Aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
Void scents dissipate into ether.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Little brother.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
And now we get back to the peaceful music. Alright, Megaduta attendant, we're gonna watch another cutscene. Mistress Mason, we've been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to the guest chambers. Proceed to the guest chambers? Yes. Are we gonna get the cutscene? Or is that in 6.3? I think that's in 6.3.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
And what's that?
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force.
Yeah, she should be able to absorb the ambient ether.
In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether.
Yeah.
Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
I'd hope so.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light.
Interesting.
I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Thandaniel.
I don't know, Xenos was a bit of a nerd. Read lots of books. I'm not kidding, that's actually in the lore.
Void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
'Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Let's see, crit materia? Direct hit, crit, yeah, grab crit. Everything needs crit. Alright, let's see, which one is this? World life changed. Okay, so we got 2 more to go. My chambers is much the same as this one. Too opulent for my taste, but at least has space to train, of course. Zero's breathing appears to be less strained than it was in the 13th. That's good. She seems to be faring better here. Praise be to the sisters. A world with light and life. A world with light and life. Never one to remain idle, Y'shtola would tend to an errand. Of course she would, and I bet I'm the one that's going to be doing it. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. Oh, I gotta go hang up with the fellow nerds? While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same with for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting Voidsent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? Nothing in particular. I'm just worried about Zero. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? Of course. I wish to have food ready for Zero. Am I going to go fetch the food now? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to MM and ask for suitable refreshments? Don't you have a kitchen here? This is the palace. Excellent. In the meantime, Nadana shall watch over Zero. She's already en route. Oh, that's good. Let us each tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. I guess I should do a slightly deeper voice for Varshan now. Anyway, let's head on over to MM and pick up the food. Now, where is that exactly? There it is. Oh, yes, the bar. Also, my dancer is almost level 90, so we actually will eventually be able to do the physical range DPS role quest. But that's not today. Let's go ahead and head on over to the bar and pick up some food. Let's see. Yeah, let's talk to the Meridi. Welcome to Meridi's Mary. Mayhain. Please make yourself comfortable. You got any food? What? A guest of the satrap has collapsed from hunger? Of course, I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. Food? Most expensive dish, for good measure. Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat. Modest quantity of a living mortal's aether should suffice. Yeah, just go for a rich meal. Well, that might be perfect for adventure, that's right. Probably gonna be for the, probably gonna suggest the light meal. Well, that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault. I fear... Excuse me? I fear it would be too much for something coming from a long slumber. Not me. I wake up, I want to eat a bunch of food. I would recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Okay. This person I see in Limsa all the time, and it's interesting to actually see them out in the world. Anyway, let's head on back over to Megaduta. Talk to the attendant. Head back into Zero's quarters. Ah, welcome back. Lest you worry, Mistress Nadana has been taking good care of our guest. Will you be joining them now? Yes. I suspect this won't be voiced, but it's a little bit of an odd close-up.
Light.
Oh, it is voiced.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Battle?
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Donna, please! Donna.
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak.
So to speak.
The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
Yeah, I bet she's gonna be really disoriented. She's not even gonna know what they are.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Also, why is he in the boy body again?
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
Well, Donna, please, do you really expect the void scent?
What's the problem?
You really expect the void scent to know how to eat?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Like, what? Why would I do that?
That's the way. So
Probably doesn't taste, probably can't taste anything.
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
You come
Not
back.
much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
Donna just went like, oh yes! How
The question
interesting!
of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort.
So when's she gonna ask about his body?
One other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
Wasn't she just talking about a war or battle?
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land.
That's a good song. We don't have hat putting on technology.
I have a condition. You must come too.
Excuse me? I mean, I'm not gonna turn you down, Zero, but...
You have my thanks.
Okay, Zero and Varshan, let's take a tour of Radzatan.
'Twas my pleasure to show you the city when first you arrived. I shall enjoy doing the same for Zero. This world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where the third fruit came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Meradi's Mehane, it is, then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Milil.
Varshan, Zero, you're now accompanying you? Yeah. Let's head on back to the bar. Although Varshan, aren't you a little young? Maybe I can get you a glass of juice. Let's see, are there any more speech bubbles? Or, yeah, just there at the bar.
This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smelled the cooking, I believe. Hunnish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree.
Yeah, so it's supposed to, I believe this is supposed to be based on Indian culture, which is very spicy, not like pain spicy, but like fragrant. I think that's the word used. Spices. You get stuff like I was gonna say spices, but I don't know what spices exactly. Anyway, let's talk to Milil. We've talked to her multiple times before.
Welcome to Meradi's Mehane. Greetings, Millie. And may I introduce you to Zero? She is an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes. Mayor Reed. I think it's Mayor Reed. Mayor Reed has told me all. Please, come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. 'Twas here that Berlin obtained the apple. Well, the palace cook can prepare whatever you desire, just certainly quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies about? Is that some ritual related to eating? The dancers? They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. Oh yes, definitely brings me pleasure, that's for sure. It is a form of entertainment. Part of our culture. Like, she's not going to know anything about culture because they're in a survival situation. So, like, culture isn't exactly going to develop in that kind of situation. Since it's just going to be about trying to obtain basic necessities, they're not going to be able to come up with things like entertainment. How needlessly complicated. We Voidsent prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world, too, must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we head to the bazaar. To Balshan Bazaar, where goods of the world may be found. Alright, let's head over to the bazaar. The Bazaar. I think I'll just run on over there. It's not too far. Every time I'm here in Ratchet Han and I hear this music, it just goes through my head for the rest of the day. I'm not complaining, but it's just every single time. Oh, there's a speech bubble. Oh, no, this isn't a speech bubble. This is where we need to go. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace, where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Ratchet Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as a useless trinket, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appeared to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. That sounds about right. I see. Excuse me, sir. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. We're gonna meet Yustola there. Yep, let's just run on over. I'm kind of surprised that we just kind of brought Zero over and didn't really think that much about it. Oh, I'm passing the person I need to talk to. Hello, Isu. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this day? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. Oh, right, because the vessel got beat up while we were in battle, so we gotta switch back to the boy. No, there is no need to rush. There is no rush. Pray take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and provide you with healing as well. Now that I think about it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. We want to perform many experiments so that we can do all sorts of tests, considering that you are part void sent. I mean, if you have a moment. No, okay, I was about to say, if you have a moment, would you care to let me test something? I thought that was going to be the actual dialogue. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always attain more without the need of inane chatter. Jeez. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Okay, let's head on back. Are there any speech bubbles? Oh, okay, gotta go over here. Just teleport on over there. Use the big aetherite. Not set home point. Limbs is my home, baby. I mean, what? Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, most important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. I was actually wondering what these trees were, because they didn't look like a vineyard or anything. Which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we would need to have the silk. We wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find any more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master feature, and brilliant too! Oh right, this boy. And his sister. If it isn't young Murad, and that must be your sister, Yasra. Is all well at the orphanage? That's right, we set up the orphanage and stuff. Yes, your excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Estidian came to see us. Estidian! You remember, him and Emmerich are orphans. And I mean, Hodgefont was too, but he got adopted into the Fortem's family. Actually, no, wait. Emmerich was an orphan. His father was the Pope guy. I forget what his name was. But Estidian's parents were killed by the dragons and stuff, so he was an orphan. So of course he would feel a little bit, or want to check out the orphanage. Everyone was really excited, poor Estidian. Truly, Estidian paid you a visit. That is well. Is she a new friend? I mean, yes? Friend, you know what that is. You know what that is. What? You mean you don't? She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with, I mean. Yes? Play with. They really like that animation. Xeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought with you. Is that the same thing? More or less? Absolutely not. Let's go with that. No. Very different. Then I'm no closer to understanding it. Why he traversed the great expanse, why he risked life and limb for you.
Because he's crazy.
But I waste my energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry, I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you.
Is she smiling?
What is a friend? 'Tis a seemingly simple question, but the answer is anything but. Only a child, innocent and pure, could reply with nary a moment's hesitation.
Yep, kid logic.
Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's also strange. Your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning. Bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you.
Alright, we got one more quest. This should be the last one.
Darkness wrapped all my life in the void. Even plants. Only now do I recall flowers and the value they held.
Let's see, this should be Buried Memory, right? Yes, that's the last quest. Let's get started.
Buried Memory. A genre. A gentle smile plays on Varshan's lips. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding. It was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let's return to Megaduta.
Okay, let's head on back. Oh yeah, let's use the Aether Crystal, get over there slightly quicker. Okay, attendant, let's head back in. Welcome back, Mistress Mason. Will you be headed to the guest chambers? Yes.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
Needlessly bright.
There's a lot of mortals.
I mean, yeah.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
Well, that might be helpful.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
Eidolons?
The Asians.
Oh, okay.
And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as memoria. My mother was one such memoriate.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
Interesting.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Void Sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
So is Golbez one of the Memoriates?
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Void Sent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
That's what I was thinking.
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Like, I gotta explain Shadowbringers and Endwalker. So there was this guy named Emmett Silk, and he was with the Ascians. Back in the day, this other Ascian, who used to be called Ancients, named Hana. Well, actually, before that, yeah, it's a little complicated. And then we went to the edge of the universe and killed Hopelessness Incarnate.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
Yep, it's still there.
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th.
Wait, was she referring to the empty? Would that have been there if you hadn't done Eden?
Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to...
I mean, why not?
But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more.
Yeah, but Estinian knows better than that.
But we scions, former scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone.
Oh, that's true.
And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Oh, I don't quite think so, Zero.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
I mean, you're constantly absorbing ether.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Zero, please. You have as much food as you want. You're absorbing the constant ether in the air. Can I have that pizza? Like, despite how low poly this food is, I still want to eat all of it. You did a pretty good job on that. Alright, what else we got? Okay, that's gonna be the end. Talk to Varshan and wrap this up. Probably one more cutscene.
Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, of course. For your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far.
What? Just a little void scent. A little void scent got through.
Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts.
What the heck do you pronounce that? Sleep. Rolling golf.
Stymie.
Oh, okay, I said it right. To be an obstacle. Okay, that makes sense.
Golbez and his minions will seek out to stymie our efforts. Of this, we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find in the Brait my sister, and that we shall return home together.
Oh, right, let's go ahead and, it's all 580 food, so it doesn't really matter, so I'll just pick the gill. Since we're on 640 now. And there's probably going to be one more cutscene. Right? Meanwhile, elsewhere. Ah, yes, we've taken out 2 of your goons, Golbez.
first, Scarmillion.
Oops, I hit a missed.
They conspire with a memorial.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
These interlopers.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them.
Oh, I'm sure that'll go great for you. Look at how it happened with what happened with Barbara.
Guaranteed success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Sure, bro. Sure.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps.
Okay. Wait,
The
what?
prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall.
Is that the boy?
What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Can't remember his name. From the Warring Triad.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
Okay, but we still don't know what that is. A villain should have a... Villain should have a motivation that's known to the reader so that we can actually, like, kind of understand what they're doing. Anyway, that's the end of 6.2. That was interesting. We got to meet Zero. We went to the 13th. Went on a little adventure there. But that's going to be all for today. Whoops, took a screenshot. I mean, sure, I'd love to see more of my character, but yeah, that's going to be all for today. Tomorrow, I want to do the Arca Sodara quest, and because we got 2 more to do on those, and I want to be able to do the next one on, like, Friday. Yeah, next week is Thanksgiving. I won't be streaming on... I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll need to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing the Arca Sodara quest for sure, because I want to be able to do the last Arca Sodara quest on Friday, because I'm going to be off on Friday. And we're probably going to maybe do the Stormblood Black Mage quests then as well. But we'll worry about that later. I still got to figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.